Mike Haas along with the Cajun Cannon, Bobby Hebert, OTA, done here on Thursday. And I thought your question that you asked to Kellen Moore was interesting because what you see out there in shorts and helmets, you're kind of wondering what's the progression like before you kind of get into that 11 on 11. But as you said, it's more educational. It is a progression.
Well, you're putting in a new system. They want to see how you translate from the meeting rooms. You have the quarterback meeting room, you got the running back, you got the receivers, different position groups, and see if they can go to the field and execute that. Like, first off, you got to know what you're doing so you can play at full speed. So it's almost like a glorified walkthrough. 7-on-7 was a little more competitive. You see them breaking on the ball and really running. But team, I don't think we really see that until training camp. Even in the mandatory mini camp, it's just more mentally where everything becomes second nature for the player. So I think that's where we're at. All the quarterbacks look like they can spin it. They look very comfortable. I remember that was one thing that I always emphasized. I remember when I was learning a new offense in a team, you go back to your room, whatever, and you practice getting in and out of the huddle. So you know how you can see even from a defense perspective, they're doing team, and you call in who has the dot in the helmet. They call in defensive plays. You call the defensive. You got to line up. To have a chance, you have to line up correct. You can't just be winging it. Oh, well, I made a mistake.
Close enough.
Yeah. No, you got to be exact. So I think that's where we're at right now. And we being introduced to this practice with the media, it's really the NFL, everyone's physically talented and mentally. You can't know what to do some of the time. You have to know what you're doing all of the time. And that's where you want it to become second nature.
And it's still May. It is May. And so you can see a team taking advantage of what does Kelvin Banks look like over here? What does Fuaga look like at right tackle? What does Trevor Penning look like at left guard?
Well,
this is an opportunity.
Also, I'm going to make a prediction. What you saw today is week 1 against the Cardinals. That's how we're going to line up on the offensive line.
Banks, Penning,
McCoy,
Ruiz,
Fuaga at right tackle. I'm just guessing now. Next time we win this practice, they might be all,
Well, they're going to test a little bit of everything.
But I think because you don't want to get where Penning, he's at tackle, and depending on the opponent, well, we have to help him. And we got to chip with the tight end. We got to chip with the running back. You want where tackle's out there. I don't need. I can do my job. And then to me, if you could play tackle, you could play guard. And if you're physical and as big as Penning is, I remember a great example with Jim Dombrowski, the first-round draft pick, University of Virginia, was offensive tackle. That's what he's supposed to play. It didn't quite work out now. It's hard to block Lawrence Taylor and all. So we move him at guard. He ends up playing 12 years in the NFL. So that's why I think with Penning, now the more confidence he has, and you have a tackle on one side, you got a center. You're not like on an island. Yeah. So I think he can succeed there. I said that 2 years ago.
Right. That
I thought he's not confident right now. We might have to move him inside.
Lots more football to go, OTAs, and of course, mandatory mini camp, and then training camp. Be right around the corner. For the Cajun Cannon, I'm Mike Haas.
Who dat?